Okay, so this last 45, the batch that Tyler let me borrow, and the last one was probably the best one. It seemed like he really liked this chick. Her name right here. Her name is Petula Clark, and this record came out in 1964. This is a great record. To me, it sounds like jazz. She's singing in French. She was an American. She sang in French. The instrumentation on this was really great. There's so much to sample on this. I remember hearing DJ Quick one time talk about how people they'll sample a lot. When I heard that, I tried not to sample so much. I can be creative, see what I can do with just that. That's what I did with this record, and that's what I've tried to do with most of the records that I sample. One of the best guys that I know to sample is DJ Premier. If you haven't heard of him, you should check him out. He was a part of Gangstar. I mean, he's just a really dope producer. Probably like the best scratch producer. His scratches, he uses that as an instrument. He knows how to use the scratches to make a great song. Chris, if you're hearing this, respect. DJ Premier, like, he does that. He'll use a little bit and he'll just make like fire ass music. You should check him out if you haven't heard of him. Same thing with RZA. RZA also said too, the samples to be like 20% of his music when he samples it. You want to make it yours. You don't want to just take someone's record and just be like, that's my record. No, it's like, make it your own. It's great music. It takes you somewhere else. Like when you hear it, I'm gonna get to what I sampled. What I got was the A cash and then the so the chop goes. What I really like the flute, but I didn't want to just loop it. So when I first started off, I pitched the flute. I started off with that, but then I was like, nah, switch it up. But what I also like about what I had was I had this. It's her voice. It has that feel. It takes you where she was recording, or it takes you wherever she was at. Maybe she was in France. It's a captured moment there. I had that second part, but then I wanted to add that together, so I just went. The next part was kind of tough. It was at first playing with it, a lot of different things, and then finally that's what I went with. It sounds like this. When I was making this music, well, before I was listening to bass nectar. Whatever I'm listening to, I always try to switch it up. I try to listen to different types of music at all times, like just try to keep it interesting. At Thanksgiving, I was just playing like Spanish music. Yesterday, we were talking about raves and events. Man, I'm gonna play some electronic music, and then I was playing bass nectar. I was playing upside down flow that's going, trying to make something up. I didn't tell myself I want to make that. I heard that flute and I was like, oh, like it's like I want to have that flow because I like that flow. When I seen bass nectar, the music for you to chill to, at the same time too, it's like when he's performing, the music goes with how you're feeling in the performance, the flow. Like I went through with it. There's a beat of J Dilla that I really like, Lightworks. And it reminded me of that beat, but I wasn't even trying to copy it or anything, but it just happens like that. And it's happened to me like that before, where there's something that I really like. It's happened to me before when I've made a beat and I sampled it, but then I end up making the beat like originally, and it's just like, it's not exactly the same, but it has like that feel. It's weird, but I mean, it's cool. The drums. Kept the drums very simple all together. This last part, I was like, you know what, let me see what I can do with the guitar. I was playing over what I already had. I was just playing it. And then all together. So I'm gonna just play it from the top. Adiós. Que la paz esté con usted.